It's springtime. Let's go paint a daffodil. I'm Michelle Manriquez from Drop That Brush, and I want to help people who are non-artists become artists. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. The demo that we're going to be doing today will be in the link below, the picture, the sketch, and the value study. Now, if you can't find it there, then you're gonna go to my Facebook page, Drop That Brush, and you can print it there so we can paint together. So let's talk about this particular picture. It seems like it'd be kind of simple, right? I had a hard time. Yellow is a really difficult color, and we're gonna talk about that. Well, first thing, this is my picture. Grabbed it a couple weeks ago as the daffodils were coming out. There was sun shining about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Very good time taking pictures. The center is yellow, but I'm gonna make it orange. I just think it's more prettier that way. Now let's take that and let's take it to a black and white or a value study. It's really important that you look at the shapes. It's more about when you're learning to paint is making the shapes correct than worrying about, oh, is this a perfect piece of petal? So try to work on shapes. Now, design-wise, we're doing a cross design, which means I'm bringing some color this way and the flowers going that way. It was designed, I thought about it. I didn't get the stem right in the middle, and nor did I make it flat. I made it a little sideways for it to be interesting. Let's talk about yellow. Yellow is a value 2. Pretty much no matter how many times you put it in there, you get a value 2. Maybe a 3, but it's kind of difficult. It's one of the more difficult colors to deal with. Most people, what they do is they take a light yellow with a purple. That's the complement. And it gets this weird kind of strange color, kind of a brown, kind of a grayish brown. Personally, I don't like it that much, but to each their own. So when you're looking at analogous colors on either side, you've got magenta, purple, and right in between the magenta and the purple is Bordeaux, which is kind of a purpley red towards the red area. I found that when I mix the Bordeaux with yellow, the light yellow, it gives a really beautiful color, and I really like that. So that's basically what I'll use. Occasionally I'll put a little purple in there too, in the background. One of the things that I looked at is things that would be complementary colors. So there are parts of it that are orange, and so I use some blue, and parts of it are yellow, and so I put some purple, and then I make sure that I've splashed color so that there's color harmony throughout the picture. At least that's my goal. Not sure if I made it, but by God, I tried. Let's paint a daffodil. So I'm putting water around the petal. I don't want to put any color there at this point in time. I'm grabbing some Bordeaux purple and a little phthalo blue green shade, and I'm dropping color around the color into the background. Then what I'm doing is I'm spraying and pushing water down to make little drips, basically. So the reason why I want to be a soft edge, we need to have, and you can see her watching me adding water, so it has a nice soft edge. So I'm grabbing yellow and putting some yellow in the background so there's color harmony is what I'm looking for. Now right here it's kind of dull, and over here you see it's kind of pretty and blue, and I'm going to put that blue later on in there that'll pop the orange eventually up. You'll see. So I'm mixing some yellow and coral to make different colors of light yellow and light orange for my first wash. What I'd like you to look at is to look at how I'm holding my brush. I'm very loose. I'm way up on the top. I'm not tight. I'm just relaxing and kind of gentling. And if I get out of lines, it's okay. I'm flipping my paper so that the orange doesn't flip into the yellow. So I'm handling that by, rather than fighting it, just moving the paper a little bit. So I'm looking at my colors and I'm trying to determine to get a kind of a yucky brown color, which is kind of what we have. And again, I am just trying to grab that, whatever I have to make it, and now I'm doing a little green. So this is Bordeaux and light yellow, which I really like. But I think later on I decided it got a little too heavy on it, but you'll see me kind of checking it out. A little too dark, but that's okay. There's a very important trick I'm going to show you. If you want to keep your line work not moving in wet paper, you squeeze it, and that will allow your line work to stay where you want it. And you can see it didn't move at all. In order to see the roundness of that, we have to make that from light to medium to dark. I'm dipping into Winsor Newton Deep because I know that that's going to make a more beautiful orange shade. So I'm going to get it wet, and then what I'm going to do is I'm putting the darkest dark, and then I'm letting the water kind of roll so it gets from dark, dark, dark to lighter, lighter, lighter. If you're looking at the values, that's one big shape. You do not want to paint it as every little shape. We're just going to go through and we're going to paint the entire shape. So I mixed light yellow and Bordeaux, and I'm kind of looking at the other petal that I did, and it's a little dark, and so I'm noting this and thinking, oh, look at that. Now I'm looking at this area and I'm gonna need a little bit darker brown, and it's gonna go loop into and I'm gonna using a little blue, and I'm using whatever I happen to have. If I can, I always want to paint it as quickly and the first if I can. Here I'm looking that one side is dark, one side is light. So I'm going to take the dark side, do a little squeeze, and make sure that it doesn't move, is what you're seeing. And I'm going to a lighter color, and then I'm going to get lighter every time. If I can get it in one fell swoop, it's all good. Now I'm softening an edge. I don't want everything to be a hard edge. Now, the orange is still not dark enough, so I'm going to try it one more time. I noticed little areas that I had put watercolor, and it's actually supposed to be a lot lighter. So I'm pulling this up. If you are mixing on the palette, you'll notice that I keep making different little shades, a little darker, a little thicker, a little stronger. I want different colors. What I don't want to do is do the same flat wash every time. I decided that the yellow was a little dull and I need a pop. And so I'm using dark yellow just to pop, to make it more vibrant, more exciting. And you can see it does exactly that. So that's what you're looking at me doing, is I'm making sure, and I'm moving it throughout the flower, not just in one area. I just want you to note, this is a size 12 brush, and I'm doing all the little details with one big brush. Using my flat acrylic brush, I'm pulling out information. One of the lovely things about a yellow, it's easy to pull stuff back out. It's not like phthalo green that doesn't move ever. putting another layer on to see if I can get it a little more vibrant. And that was my goal here, is to make it vibrant. Bordeaux and a light color, yellow, will be my shadow colors. What I want you to do is to look at the fact that this was a shape, and we went from one shape to another shape, then underneath that make that pop shape. Then it goes back to, and we're just tapping a little color, and then it goes to another shape, and it's all one big shape. I'm just getting it darker, I can see that there. And so here, and now loop, it's still one big shape, as I want you to pay attention to that. That's one of the things I wish people would get, was it's a shape. If I got the shape, it will look right. I want you to know that it's still wet where I'm working on. So it will blend in, and I'm blending it into that. So I'm doing that little darker spots, but it is wet still. And I'm moving, because if I don't move, it will not have a soft edge. So I'm continuing on with the shadow shape, but it hit me. So we have harmony. I'm gonna put a little green into this because it makes more sense, because I want it to be throughout the painting, not just one piece. Like the stem is green, stop. But everything else is some other color. So I'm noticing I better pop a little green here, there, and everywhere, so it is not in just one spot. And you can watch me moving it around. Now, if I'm working wet and wet, I know I have to squeeze that brush a little bit so that my line work, I'm trying to put some line work and I don't want it to just fly here, there, and everywhere. So you can see, and you can see it's just holding where I want it to, but it's a soft line. So I'm going to do some softening because I need another soft edge. So as I'm doing this, I'm popping a soft edge so I don't have to worry about it. Not everything should be hard. I'm doing a little line work, but could have been, if I wanted to, I could have spent hours right that little area. But instead, I'm just gonna get in and out just enough to I know what it is and I'm getting out because my star is the orange. I am putting colors in. These are the same colors we were using at the beginning, but now we've added orange and green. And I'm trying to get soft edges that make that, my star, really pop. I continue adding color, and you can see I'm fighting it, trying to get it, but I'm trying to get more and more color so that will allow it to do those runs. Yeah, and you can see me, I'm tapping it and doing all kinds of things, trying to get some kind of movement. I love flowers. Flowers are the first thing I learned to do, and I still really like them. Make me happy. I can do vibrant colors. There's things that my tingly senses of the color just makes me all excited. You know, if you don't like how it looks, yellow's hard. You gotta be kind to yourself. You may do this a couple times. I did 3 before you seeing the one you're seeing now. So, don't think you're special. We all have to learn together, and it's okay to blow it. You try again. That's how it is. And that's the art journey that we're on, is learning and allowing yourself to grow and being kind to yourself when you kind of blow it. Yeah, 3 times. I've been working on this since Monday. I'm happy now with it, but it took me several times to do it. It's been a while since I've done a flower. It's like I think I forgot how to do it. You can do this. You should enjoy yourself. The whole thing about doing watercolor should be having a good time. At least that's what I believe. So you know what? When you're out there playing with your brush and you're going, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna go get more color. Drop that brush. You have a wonderful day.